What's going on YouTube? Jeans here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are bringing you guys a RAYQUAZA and Choice Band Ting-Lu team for ranked Regulation I. Now, RAYQUAZA is a here and there Pokemon, especially within Regulation I. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It plays a nice little middle ground. But Ting-Lu, on the other hand, I would definitely consider off meta, especially with the Choice Band. You don't get to see too many of those. This Pokemon's nice, has a great ability, plus it can hit like a truck. So I'm super excited to use it. But let's talk about Ting-Lu first and foremost. Like we already mentioned, it is holding the Choice Band as item. It's got that Vessel of Ruin as the ability to lower all special attack on the field. On top of that, it's got EQ with Stomping Tantrum, Lash Out, and Terra Blast with that Poison Terror type. It's got a lot of ways to deal damage. So again, super excited to use that Pokemon. RAYQUAZA, on the other hand, rocking with that Stellar Terror, Extreme Speed, Dragon Eccentric, and Meteor and Protect with Airlock and Focus Sash, so it's going to work well up against like Pokemon like Kyogre, just because we can get rid of all the weather effects on the field. Miraidon's going to be our second restricted Pokemon, one of the best Pokemon in the business right now. Hadron Engine with that Covert Cloak as item, rocking Electro Drift, Volt Switch, Drake, and Meteor and Protect. And then our final three Pokemon, Murkrow, Urshifu, and Volcarona. Now, Volcarona has been making its rounds in the Regulation I ladder, considering it's so strong, especially with this Electric Seeds and Flame Body combo. Give it Rage Powder with Fiery Dance, Tailwind, Protect. It's rocking out pretty good as a nice little support Pokemon. Like I mentioned, we got Murkrow, Pokemon that you haven't seen too often ever since Tornadus has been brought into the meta, but still pretty solid with Prankster and Tailwind. Then Urshifu with this Life Orb with Surging Strikes, Close Combat, Aqua Jet, and Detect. Guys, you want to run the team for yourself? Run the code is at top right hand corner. And if you do enjoy today's video, don't forget to leave a like on it and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. But without further ado, let's hop into match number 1, showcasing Ting-Lu and RAYQUAZA in ranked Regulation I. First match coming at you guys, we are going up against Kyogre. Now, RAYQUAZA are going to be a nice little Pokemon for this matchup here. And I also like Ting-Lu, considering they have a ton of different special attackers. But I still have to watch out for the water moves from Kyogre. Ting-Lu is going to take a ton of damage from that. But I'm kind of thinking of just leading like Miraidon with potentially... Oh, this is slower Miraidon. Ooh, real slow Miraidon. Real slow Miraidon. So we might want to lead it maybe with like Tailwind Murkrow. That wouldn't be bad. We could always just like Volt Switch pivot out of here if we have to. I could just go into like Ting-Lu and just like throw EQs around. That wouldn't be too bad. That wouldn't be too bad. I mean, Fake Out's going to be a little bit of an issue considering they do have Iron Hands, but I'm not sure if they're going to bring that. I think they most likely just bring Kyogre and Tornadus, right? We're going to do this. Those Pokemon, and we'll bring in the bear. The lovely bear. Tornadus seems scary here with Kyogre, but hopefully they just don't lead it. If they lead it, we might have to hard swap just like straight in the RAYQUAZA and Terastallize Ting-Lu. That might be our best bet. Then I get rid of weather effects. On top of that, Vessel of Ruins will be in play. Then we can circle some shots. Maybe throw some EQs around. We'll see. We'll see what they want to do here. But yeah, their team's looking pretty powerful. I like the Choice Band aspect of my Ting-Lu. It's really good here. Just gotta watch out for like using EQ. But they ended up going into Tornadus and Kyogre, so pretty simple lead for them. I wish I could Volt Switch pivot, but issue here is going to be they're going to go before us because they're just going to Tailwind Spout here, right? This is an easy Tailwind Spout. So I'm really thinking of just choosing the EQ and just sending it, right? I mean, we really don't have to send it. We could just go for like Stomping Tantrum instead, but we easily want to swap our Miraidon in here and lock up weather. Definitely want to Terastallize you, but what move do I want to use? Yeah, I'd rather choice in Stomping Tantrum or Lash Out, right? What Pokemon do you have? You have Miraidon, you have Iron Hands, so Stomping Tantrum's gonna be our best bet here. Yeah. I'm with that. Now, obviously, or not obviously, but they're probably most likely want to go for Tailwind that Water Spout play. I'm curious to see how much damage this is gonna do if he ends up going for that. I'm very curious. Very, very curious. Not only are we going to get rid of the weather effects, we have Ting-Lu's ability on the field too. So there we go, we airlock up. And we Terastallize. Alright, let's see it. I'm curious to see how much damage this Pokemon does too. Because I'm hoping we can bring it maybe low enough where E-Speed can actually KO. Not too sure. I guess we'll find out. But there we go. Poison Terror on my boy Ting-Lu. Tailwind's flying. Water Spout's flying. We've been saying this is happening. Let's see how we play up against this. There's the Water Spout. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Ting-Lu might have died out of that if I did Terrestrialize, so I'm glad with that. So big time damage there. I'm thinking of, you could just go for Ice Beam. You know, I'm just going to protect you this turn. Just try to KO Kyogre. Because you could ultimately just go into like an Ice Beam if you have it. So I'm going to save my Kyogre. Plus we're going to waste out a Tailwind turn or two. Ice Beam would just shred us. I'd rather do this. We protect the Ray. Let's see what they're going for here. I would think Ice Beam, right? Gonna go for Bleak Wind here. Ting-Lu obviously dodging that. We're not dodging that. Soaking this. And Kyogre on the other hand, what you got for us? He's going for that Ice Beam. Good Protect Call on my end. Great Protect Call on my end. Beautiful Protect Call. So I'm gonna be able to take out Kyogre. Kyogre, go on. Get it on at my face. So at this point, I could see like a Miraidon pop, which could be a little annoying. Maybe more than a little annoying. They still have Terror type, and I do believe they're going to Terrestrialize potentially into Fairy Terror here with Miraidon. At this point, I'm just going to start chunking up damage here, right? I'm just going to go for this E-Speed right now. If I can, I'd love to just up that slot. Yeah, we knew they were Terrestrializing. Gotta be Fairy. It's gotta be Fairy. We maybe should have went for Dragon Ascent, but E-Speed works fine here. Yeah, there's the Fairy Terror. Okay. So I feel like he's forced to take out Ting-Lu, right? Maybe, maybe not. I mean, he could just go for a Gleam here, but E-Speed's gonna fly here. Pick up relatively nice damage. Gleam's gonna actually fly here, and this might buy a turn for my Ting-Lu. No, it's not going to. Bleak Wind's just gonna KO us. Alright. So I wonder if he's choiced or not. The Fairy Terror Daz and Gleam's been flying here. Bleak Wind's gonna fly and pick up the KO here all day. Your Miraidon's actually Life Orb, so he's not choiced. Bye bye Ting-Lu. That's okay. Actually, it's not okay. It's not okay. Unless Aqua Jet can KO, but I don't think Aqua Jet can KO. Like, there's no way Aqua Jet can KO. The problem here is, we all know the problem. Dazzle Gleam super effective into both. Can Aqua Jet KO? I don't think it can. Let me see your stats. You got Life Orb. You don't have Water Tower, that's the problem. 198. What's RAYQUAZA? 222. Yeah, this is, I don't think it's KO. Gotta go for it though. Aqua Jet, can he clutch up? And we'll just protect. So close. So close. We're gonna end up losing this one. Dazzling Gleam and Bleak Wind's gonna be playing enough damage. We probably should attack with Miraidon because now it just turns into a 2v1. Any possible way I can win this? I don't think so. Yeah, no, this Miraidon's just too much for us to handle. Actually, does Life Orb KO it? Oh, it doesn't. What's he on, 1? He's got to be on 1. Hold up, we might have a shot at winning this. Depending on what they do here, because they're going to go for Tailwind, they're going to attack, they're going to die out the Life Orb. I can KO this, Tornadus right here. If we could soak up Dazzling Gleam. So he's going to have to Tailwind. Hopefully he doesn't Tailwind. I mean, this is a slow Miraidon we have. 157. It's very slow. It's a very slow Miraidon. Plus, terrain's going to end very soon. I don't even know if we're going to be able to soak up this Dazzling Gleam. But that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping he goes for Tailwind, Dazzling Gleam, we soak it, he dies out the Life Orb, and then we KO his Tornadus with Electro Drift. Hold up, he ends up protecting you. Are you going for Tailwind? Is that your play call? Cool. Cool. Hold up. Give me a second. Bye-bye to you unless you're sashed. Cool, you're not sashed. Bye-bye to you. It would have been so nice for him to die out to that Life Orb last turn. Oh my lord, that would have been gorgeous. That would have been gorgeous for that thing to die out. to Life Orb. Alright, Rain's gone. Electric Train's gone. Who's our final Pokemon? I feel like it's got to be Iron Hands, and that's just going to be a tough time for us. Yeah, it is Iron Hands. Alright. Alright, I see you. I understand. Let's protect you. We pretty much need a Draco Meteor crit. That's really what it comes down to. We pretty much need a Draco Meteor crit. Ting-Lu would have been great right here. Would have been great. Maybe we should have brought it in the back end. The problem is this Miraidon's so slow for us. Wish it was a bit faster. Special attacks through the roof though. Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Draco Meteor into this slot. We need a Soak Dazzle Gleam. We pretty much need a crit. I don't even think a crit Draco Meteor is KO. Might not even outspeed this Iron Hands. We're only 150 speed, but yeah, you know what? He's pretty slow. Let's see if we can soak this Gleam. No, we don't even soak the Gleam. Don't even soak the Gleam. GG's. We're 0-1. Let's go hop into our second match. Match number 2. Let's do it. Zamazenta and Calyrex with Galarian Articuno. Dope Pokemon. Hopefully they get to bring it in. I'm not sure if they're going to, but I'm kind of liking just the same lead and pretty much like the same squad that we brought into. It's not too bad for us with Miraidon alongside with Ting-Lu, Rayquaza in the back end, and then final Pokemon probably Urshifu, or we could go Murkrow just for like Tailwind support later in the match. That wouldn't be bad. That would not be bad. But you know what? I'm going to end up going Volcarona here with those Electric Seeds just for that nice little defensive boost. Plus it's got Flame Body. Going to work well up against Zamazenta. I like that. We also have Indeedee, which is... Also have Indeedee. We don't like Indeedee. There's my Miraidon. But they lead Indeedee, they lead Indeedee. I'm looking to kind of just go for like EQ, Volt Switch, Pivot into Rayquaza. They end up just going Calyrex or Whimsicott, which is not terrible for us, especially if they go into Tailwind here. Because Astral Barrage shouldn't KO us. It shouldn't. It should not KO us. And I'll be upset if they protect Calyrex here. Do I play it safe and just Volt Switch into Whimsicott? No, we never play things safe here on the channel. We're going for Volt Switch and Calyrex. If he protects, I'm just KOing my Miraidon. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. They're gonna protect, aren't they? I'm about to KO my own Miraidon, aren't I? Yeah, I see it happening right here. He's protecting. I'm just gonna end this battle because I already know he's protecting, and I'm gonna be very upset. I should have just. I even said it. I even said it. Please don't protect, man. Okay, he's terrestrializing. This has got to be Calyrex. What? There's no way you're ground typing. Please don't tell me you're ground type Calyrex. Okay, bye-bye, Miraidon. Ground type Calyrex. Come on now. Come on now. This is getting out of hand. What is this? What is this? Who made this? He's Orb. We're KOing our own Miraidon. Volt Switch gonna do absolutely nothing. We should have sent it into the slot. He's gonna Moonblast me. That's so annoying. I mean, we can E-speed it now, which is good news. Great news. E-speed's gonna KO. That's beautiful news. All right. I do have the Volcarona. I'm just gonna go into him right now. I guess we should just send an E-speed. And we just keep spamming EQs, I guess. Fine by me. Calyrex protects. Probably ripping a Moonblast into my Rayquaza here. Sets up a Tailwind. I think he knows we want to go for E-speeds at this point. Into Calyrex, so he might just hard swap Calyrex into like Zamazenta, so I might E-speed the Whimsicott. I'm thinking of just E-speed and Whimsicott here. And just ripping another EQ. Let's do it. Because he sees the E-speed. He sees it. There's no way he just stays on the field here. I feel like it's an absolute must to hard swap here in the Zamazenta. That's so funny. Ground Terra Calyrex. I haven't seen one ever. And of course, I'm recording today. And it just happens to me. You gotta swap. You gotta swap. It's as simple as that. It's a must. You have to swap. You have to swap. Thank you. If I end up swapping, I can easily see Zamazenta popping out here. No, it's going to be Shenpao, which actually I really like. DQ's going to deal some damage. It's going to deal some damage, baby. EQ's dealing some damage. Plus, you can't terrasilize into Ghost here. EQ's going to launch. Bam. Bring him down low. E-Speed's going crazy here. Zamazenta's gonna fly out here. He could Ice Shard. Might just hard swap into you. And then terrasilize you. And keep sending EQs even though it's gonna deal a lot of damage to my Volcarona. Screw it. I'm just going to protect you. And I'm going to terrasilize you and just EQ. He could have Ice Shard, which is what I'm super scared of. Obviously, I can E-Speed, but I don't know. Something feels off here. Something feels off. Shenpao's going to protect. I think he wants to go for Body Press into Ting-Lu. Or you would think he would want to KO. That's scary. We don't like that. That's something we don't like. You have Volcarona, though. Might hard swap into Volcarona at this point. Just E-Speed that. Just get these electric seeds. Plus I can start rage powdering around. Let's do this. Let's do this. I can reset my choice here as well. Get this defense boost. Maybe, just maybe, goes for body press in the Volcarona slot. That could be nice. Maybe we get off a burn. But yeah, we need this. So E-Speed to KO the Shenpao. Zamazenta's just a big time threat here. Let's see what he wants to go for here. Going for another Iron Defense. Now he goes for body press in this slot, which I'm able to soak. Tailwind's gone. Lashes Train gone. Rage Powder E-Speed. Yeah, because he might think that we're going to try to read a protect here. No, he just protects normally. The Rage Powder is just precautionary because now I get to force this body press into the Volcarona slot. And then I can just E-Speed to Calyrex again. See how much damage this body press does, though? That's the real question at hand. It's a great matchup here. Okay, less than half. That's beautiful. Give me the Flame Body. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's big time for us. That's big time for us. Alright, cool. So from here, E-Speed's going to be our friend. We're going to send it again. And we're just going to go for Fiery Dance. Let's do it. No, he's going to go for Double Protect. We already know this. No, he doesn't. He doesn't even take the risk. And we just E-Speed pick up the KO on the Calyrex. Alright, that's great news. Because Volcarona cannot die out here. So it's at least getting off one Fiery Dance. And we're sitting in a good position to win this game. We played this one really well. Really, really well. Body Press can take out RAYQUAZA. And then at this point, I mean, I get to bring out the Ting-Lu, who is Poison Terror, which is great news. Fiery Dance launches. Fiery Dance might end this game. Close to it. Burn's going to chip up, which we love. Love Flame Body. Love using Flame Body, hate going up against it, right? Volcaruna's just so good right now in Regulation I. Especially with those Electric Seeds. He's just really countering all physical attackers. But from here, now we just go into Stomping Tantrum, we can't Terastallize, and we'll go for Fiery Dance. And that's going to be game. Battle's canceled. We're sitting 1-1. Match number 3 on its way. Can we grab ourselves that beautiful winning record? We're sitting 1-1. Played that last match super well. We're going up against another Tornadus, another Calyrex, another Zamazenta. Same old stuff for Regulation I. They also got Raging Bolt, Rillaboom, and Smeargle. And Schmeargies. Honestly, going into like Tailwind Murkrow is pretty solid here. And I think maybe leading that with Choice Band Ting-Lu. Pretty good for us as well. So that's exactly what I'm going to do here. So both of them going to pop out here. Got to bring in Miraidon in case he wants to try to put me to sleep with like Smeargle. I can always like swap into somebody. And then obviously, got to go in the Ray. Got to bring Ray in the back end. RAYQUAZA going crazy in match number 2. Really saving us considering E-Speed just posed that threat of just constantly picking up KOs in the Shenpao into that Calyrex. Force him to just kind of like protect and allow us to do other things. Which is great. But we're going into Calyrex Tornadus here. We got our Murkskis. A little bit of Murkrow action. I like this lead for us. 2 Dark-type Pokemon. You're forced to either swap or Terastallize Calyrex, I feel like. And at this point, who'd you swap into? I got Haze, I got Brave Bird. I think I'm just gonna Brave Bird this slot down. Do I just send the Lash out? No, I'm just gonna send Stomping Tantrum here. I'll save my Tailwind. I feel like you're forced to swap or Terra, and he's gonna choose to Terastallize. So instead of Lash out, we go into Stomping Tantrum. He's going straight Dark. Straight Dark typing. What move are you ripping? That's the real question. Do you have Draining Kiss? What move are you ripping? He's plotting. Guess what? I got Haze. I got Haze. That kind of sucks for you. I got Haze. Brave Bird gonna fly here. Not bad damage. No, it's bad damage. I'm gonna be able to Stomping Tantrum through. Cool. Great damage. Halving it up. Guess what? Haze time. Stomping Tantrum again. Send it. He's probably like, oh, I'm +2 on attack now. I can hit you pretty hard. Guess what? You forgot Murkrow. Rockin' Haze, baby. Bye-bye stat boost. Bye-bye stat boost, and you end up withdrawing Tornadus. So this might buy another turn for Murkrow to set up Tailwind, which is really good for us. But we'll end up seeing a swap in the Zamazenta. Maybe just protect here onto this Calyrex at this point. Yeah. And we'll say bye-bye to stat changes. So stats are gone. Kind of wish we went into EQ at this point. But it's whatever. Haze up. Bye-bye to your nasty plot. I feel like at this point, they are just going to hard swap into Tornadus over there. So I might just switch my shot and go Stomping Tantrum into this lane. Right? Because they're going to want Calyrex for later. No, they keep it. They keep it. Okay. That's fine. We get the staggered Tailwind turns. Calyrex just ripping Astral Barrage. I mean, should soak this pretty well. Yeah. And I should have Terastallize my Ting-Lu. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Luckily, we're able to soak still. So this actually works out fine for us. Stomping Tantrum does beautiful damage. And from here, I'm going to try to Brave Bird just KO. I could honestly just like quash somebody. But I'm just going to try to Brave Bird you and just go for a Stomping Tantrum here. That's fine. We'll have these staggered Tailwind turns. We'll have our Speedsters in the back end. Astral Barrage is going to pick up the KO onto Ting-Lu. But I'm hoping Murkrow can just outspeed. But actually, I don't think it is going to. It's going to be close. If I can outspeed, just pick up KO with Brave Bird here, that'd be beautiful. That'd be beautiful, Murkrow. Nope. Body Press can KO us. Okay. I got E-Speed, though. So I can E-Speed that. That's fine. Now I also have my Miraidon. And their Tailwind's gone, so that's really nice for us. Very, very nice. We should have 2 turns left. If we have 2 turns left, I'm not going to go for E-Speed. I'm just going to simply attack that slot. With these 2 turns, that's pretty big for us. That's pretty big for us. Alright. Do we have 2? We do have 2. Let me just make sure to speed. You're outspeeding, and what are you? Yeah, okay. So both of you guys are going to be outspeeding them. Electro Drift, definitely want to pop that into that slot because they don't really have anything besides maybe Roller Boom to swap into. And then at this point, we can just E-Speed. Yeah, because I don't want to lower any of my stats. E-Speed's the play. He's going to swap into Roller Boom if he has it. Here comes Roller Boom. I was going to Dragon Descent that slot, but I wasn't sure if he's going to swap Calyrex or somebody else. I know Tornado's going to pop out here. This works fine then. This works very fine for us. Very, very fine. Here to see who his final Pokemon is, because no way it's Roller Boom now. Cool, so they can't pop Tailwind for the rest of the game. I can sit here and E-Speed spam until this Calyrex is gone, which is nice. And we still have Terra. We still have our Terra type. I didn't use it on the Ting-Lu, which I probably should have used it, but it worked out well because we soaked up that shot. And they do have Roller Boom. Okay, this is throwing me off a little bit. They do have Roller Boom. Simple double protect here. Gotta be our play. I almost hit run. Simple double protection be our play here. Just keep cooking. Even though they're faking out the RAYQUAZA, I believe, I just think the double protect's an easy play for us to just kind of settle down here a little bit. Then I could double protect, and then I could just E-Speed, get rid of Calyrex. Didn't worry about Roller Boom later. But he ends up just withdrawing Calyrex, so maybe he's not going for fake out. I don't know. He's kind of throwing me off here. Back in his Zamazenta. Yep, Tailwind's going to be gone. I'm hoping... this is a slow me ride on. That's the issue here. Just slow me ride. I'm hoping we can outspeed and still KO with Electro Drift. So we just went to U-turn out of here, which would have been nice, but we kind of rained on his parade. So I'm going to go Electro Drift into the Zamazenta slot, and then just Dragon Descent across. Let's do that. No need for us to Terrasilize. Actually, we should have Terrasilize me right on into Electric. I should have. What am I doing? What am I doing? Like, this is my second chance to Terrasilize here in a relatively decent position, and it doesn't go well. But luckily, he protects, so that actually helps me out. So he ends up protecting here. Electro Drift going to get blocked. I'm definitely Terrasalizing him next turn. I need that damage boost. And Dragon Descent should KO, right? Stab, flying, super effective. Get on out of here. Beautiful. The defense does drop, but E-Speed's just going to post that threat to that Calyrex. And now I can Terrasilize, go Electric, get after the Zamazenta. Easy, because he's back up into some nice HP. No terrain for us, though, which we hate. We want that boost. We want that boost. And now we have all 4 restricteds on the field. It's a restricted party. Let's get it. So Terrasilize, Electro Drift into that slot, E-Speed to Calyrex. Calyrex might just protect, and he might try to go for Body Press KO and RAYQUAZA, because we are -1 on defense. But I still don't see that KOing, right? It's going to be not very effective. We resist it really well, Dragon and Flying. So yeah, we should be fine here. We should be fine to just win this game. But yep, easy protect on Calyrex's end. Easy, easy, easy. Can Electro Drift KO? I think Zamazenta actually might outspeed by me right on, which is weird to say. And yeah, he does heavy Slam to launch here and actually do a boatload of damage. Electro Drift, can you just KO? Be my guest. Come on now. It's getting out of hand. This is getting out of hand. We're still just going to E-Speed. I'm just going to do the same thing, right? Might as well. Force him to protect. Wow, he legit lived on 1 HP. That was because he protected and got back HP from that grassy terrain. That is crazy work. Zamazenta is going to end up protecting here. I was going to switch my E-Speed, so luckily I didn't. E-Speed's still going to fly in the Calyrex slot. We're going to win this game, no problem. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Thanks for playing. Gene's going to go 2-1 for today's video. RAYQUAZA going crazy. Ting-Lu actually having a great video with that choice band, which I'm very happy about. Everything's going well. Everything just going perfect. Perfection today. There's that. We'll switch over to Dragon Descent just for a little bit more damage, and they cancel the match. So 2-1 for today's video. We grab ourselves yet another winning record. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Choice Band Ting-Lu getting after it with Airlock Rayquaza in ranked Regulation I. 2-1 winning record. This team was great all around. I think we got to use every single Pokemon. Volcarona, Urshifu, Murkrow, and Reshiram, Rayquaza, Ting-Lu. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we used every single Pokemon, which is cool to say. Big fan of that. Big fan when we can use every single Pokemon, and more importantly, grab ourselves that winning record. But guys, that is going to be it for today's video. If you did enjoy the content, don't forget to smash that like button for me. And if you're new here, click that big red subscribe button so you know when all of my videos go live. Seriously, you guys rock out. Make sure you spread positive today, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.